welcome back for another book haul. We're getting close to the end of the year where it's like, oh, how many of these am I gonna get done before the new year actually hits? So we'll see. I have a lot coming, and it's one of those, I'm looking at the months, like the month days left on my calendar, like it's getting close to full now. So pretty soon I think we'll start to have, like, I hauled it last year, reading it this year. It's gonna be great. Anyways, on to some randoms that I got from the library. So here we go with names I cannot pronounce at all. At all. I don't even know. The Ultimate Guide to Witchcraft, a modern day guide to making magic. Will it be good? I don't know, but it is feels like a magazine. So maybe next. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Have I even read the Celtic one? No. Did I also find out they have a Norse one? Yup. Meet the Gods, Monsters, and Heroes of the Vikings. Written by Matt Ralphs. Illustrated by Katie Ponder. And make sure I don't actually show you a page that has my stuff. Bam. Look at this. Look at how gloriously small and huge simultaneously. It's gonna go fast. I'm excited. And you know what? I bet it's not gonna be boring. Like, that's the thing with a lot of the myth books for adults. They suck. They're so freaking boring. It's for the academics. I'm not here for academia. I think they on purposely try and make it really boring. And if it's for, like, not adults, then they don't do that. And they actually focus on the storytelling. And I'm hoping that's what this is gonna be. Next, I found out the author had other books, so I got more. This is, I hope it was good, because I got them. I still haven't even read the other one yet. Buddhism Without Beliefs, a Contemporary Guide to Awakening by Stephen Batchelor. I'm intrigued where it's a secular practice rather than a religious practice. I'm intrigued, mostly because I would consider myself to believe in the pagan gods, I'm really not much of a pagan witch anymore. And so I'm kind of looking at a lot of my practice. If you've been on Patreon, you know it's been a ride. So naturally, I have another mythology book. Because why not? Listen, our children will learn the gods. I found a kid's book of Norse dragons. Could you even imagine? I know, sometimes I don't know what I'm getting myself into. And then I get kids' books. And it's like, you know what? I'm down for it. These are easy. And some days you need an easy book. And then when I have kids, I'm gonna know exactly what to go buy. When I do that, I don't know. I still need to buy the stupid Goodnight Baphomet. I've thought about it for years now. I haven't done it. They don't even sell it at Barnes & Noble anymore. I need to buy it before it's gone. Should have just bought it in the moment. It's one of those, like, you know, like there's certain purchases that you buy it and then you regret, like, getting it. I have the reverse. There are so many times that I will not buy something and then you can never find it again ever and you're like, oh my god, I should have just bought it. That's me. I very rarely regret purchases. Like, I can acknowledge I probably shouldn't have spent that amount of money, but I don't actually regret owning the things. And that's when I regret not just grabbing, because I'm like, dude, it was expensive. Don't get me wrong. It was like 35 bucks because they mark up the price. But like, I should have just done it, because now I keep wanting it. Amongst others, mostly because, like, it's really hard to find certain books. And I don't know how long it's gonna stay in print. So, and especially when you can't just find it, like, it's not on Amazon, it's not on Barnes. So you're like, oh god. So, anyways, I need to buy it. And then we could talk about it, because me and my husband did read the book in the store, and we were like, oh my god, it's expensive, we should come back and buy it. And the next time we went, it was gone, and we're like, oh no. Anyways, on to the next one. So, Buddhism, again. This time, it's still by the same dude, Stephen Batchelor. This is Secular Buddhism, Imagining the Dharma in an Uncertain World. Is this not applicable today or what? So I'm really intrigued because, like, the Buddhism books I've read from the Dalai Lama, definitely hardcore religion vibes. If we take it out and we make it secular, I'm intrigued. There is a Buddhist guy I follow on YouTube and I love him. I think it's like Buddhism in English or something. It's a really weird channel name. But it's this monk who's in, I guess it wouldn't help though, they're all in the same freaking colors, aren't they? Because like he wears like the orangish colored robes and has the bald head situation, shaved head. And then I'm like, is that not literally all of them? That helps you? Not even a little bit. but I watch him, and he's a hoot. Anyways, next we do have a witchcraft book. We got this little one. This is Witch Please, Empowerment and Enlightenment for the Modern Mystic by Victoria Maxwell. I have a feeling it's going to be trendy witch, but you never know. Next, it's a little bit denser. We got this one. Cover's pretty though. This is The Occult, Magic and Witchcraft, an Exploration of Modern Sorcery by Charles W. Oliver. I've actually never seen Oliver spelled with 2 L's. That's different. But maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll suck. We'll find out. And then, you know how I've talked about how sometimes I don't look at author names when I get books, and I have now learned that you can rent in advance from the library? I done did it, and I think this was one of those authors that I really hated, and I'm like, oh no. And also, it's a monster of a book. I'm gonna see if it's in here. I don't know if I've read her books. I feel like maybe, but maybe I'm confusing, because it's like, it's J names right now. It's just like the ones I'm like, Judy Hall, and then there was the other one that I really didn't like. But this says she only has 2 books, so maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm not even thinking of the right person. This is the author of the Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells, but is that not the same author? I gotta look this up, because that's gonna bug me. And by look it up, I do mean just go to my channel page to be like, is that the book I'm thinking of? It is! Yeah. So I messed up, and I did in fact get a book from the author. It's not listed in here though, so I don't know if this came first, but look at this. Oh god. Oh my god. It is so big. It's a literal dictionary. This is the Encyclopedia of Witchcraft, a complete A to Z for the entire magical world. I call bull, but we'll find out. By Judica Isles. Her other book, I still hate it. And so I'm probably going to DNF it, if we're being perfectly honest. I don't know if I'm going to read that one all the way through, because her last one, but then I don't know if I would have found her bad stuff, so maybe I'll just, it might be one I need to have a reward after. Like, I read that, and then I get to go stop by like Vegan Bowl or make a quick not at all trip to like City Cakes and get mac and cheese, because it's gonna suck. Like, again, the reason I hated that book was she included the spell without like any sort of warning, which is like, the warning labels seem really stupid, but they're there for a reason, and as an author you should include that, and was including a spell about putting a date up in your hoo-ha for a week, because that's a smart plan, and then you feed it to like an ex-lover that you want to get back. What could go wrong? Who cares about toxic shock? You know what's really fun? I just recorded showing this thing, and now I just realized it had the sticker on the side with all my information, because I'm a genius. So I'm just gonna have to redo that whole conversation. I'm so proud of myself. Anyways, let us try that again without doxing myself. Okay, did you know that you can get a deck with all of your information taped to the side? Because I'm an idiot. So yeah, don't go flashing that if you do library hauls like I do. You're gonna dox yourself, so you gotta re-record the whole freaking thing. But we're gonna just do this, and then I can add the clips later. Editing me's gonna hate this. But yeah, so this is like the whole deck. The whole box thing is a thing, but the cover slide piece that goes over this does have all my info on it, so I cannot show you. But yeah, you can get like a whole deck from the library. Did you know that? I did not know that. So anyways, I'm gonna go back to when I was more excited to tell you about that and didn't dox myself, cause whoops. So anyways, cut to that. But yeah, I thought I was just gonna get like this situation, like the book, cause like that's how Amazon's been. They're like, oh, here you go. And no, it has like a paper thing in here. Me and my husband looked at this when we got to the cart. He's like, you got a deck? I'm like, I did? Because sometimes I'll just send him in. Yeah, so you got the paper with the cards, like a spread deal, and then literally it's the cards are here. Like, are they all here? I don't know. Are they pretty though? Yes. Are they also just actually all in the right order and everything? That'd be kind of cool. They are. Wow. Did somebody go through and like actually organize them? Are there witches at the library? Like, look at that. They're all in order. Mostly, yeah. Like, you got the blank one kind of towards the end. Well, there is one upside down. One. But yeah, so I didn't know you could get cards from the library. That's a new one, even for me. So I will be, at the very least, doing a flip through and read through the book. Am I a druid? No. Am I a plant person? No. At most, I'm becoming a mild rock person. I kind of like just throw rock in pocket, go about day. That is my speed. But yeah, this is the Druid Plant Oracle, working with the magical flora of the Druid tradition by Philip and Stephanie Cargum? Names. Yep. I feel like that's literally the brain thought process says that, and when I go to edit, I was like, that's like the stupidest line you could say. Anyways, it's illustrated by Will Worthington. Artwork, stunning. Information, don't know. So yeah, that is the latest books that I picked up, and a deck I picked up from the library. I would love to know what you recently got from the library, witchy or otherwise. And yeah, we're getting close to the end of the year. Like, I think I have 1 or 2 more slots ready for scheduling for getting haul books, but I'm not gonna read them by the end of the year because I have the end of December is blocked out for my end of year videos that I do every year now, of my 1-star, 2-star, 3s take up 3 days, and my DNFs of the year, the books I wrote this year, which is not a lot at all, but next year's gonna be better. It says me every year. This was not my worst writing year, but close because I think I haven't had this bad of a writing year since 22. So next year. And this was my most ambitious year. I was gonna write 12 books, and I have published 1. Working on that second. It's gonna happen by the end of the year. Next year's gonna be better. Next year's gonna be fantastic, but we are not there yet. Thank you for coming along for another haul video. I'm so excited to be getting close to the end of the year and wrapping things up and then doing it all over again next year. So I feel like this was my year where I really settled into my routines, which is nice. And so now, I don't know, I feel like it feels like it took a few years to really get my grounding here. And now I'm like, okay, Mondays are haul videos. I've tried other videos throughout the year and it just doesn't really work out. And I'm like, you know what? I get enough books anyways, it's fine. And then I do my book reviews for most of the days. And then I think I'm gonna start doing Fridays because those ones, they're iffy if they do well. And I don't know that I want to manage another channel, really. And so I'm just Fridays could just be my writing day. Is that a proper day of the week to do it? Probably not. Don't care. So I'm going to talk about writing on Fridays, and then that also makes me have to actually write. And also, if it's off on the other lone channel that I have, I just won't do it because it's nobody's over there anyways. So yeah, y'all hold me accountable. So yeah, this is one of the last hauls we are doing for 2025. Can you believe it? Can you believe we're in the last bit of the year? I can't believe it. So anyways, thank you for coming along. Thank you for your support. Thank you to my Patreon peeps. If you want to check out, if there's books that I have talked about in a haul and then you never see it, there's a pretty good possibility it went over to Patreon. Most of the time it's I DNF'd it, or it had some real sketch stuff that I was I need to not have to filter. So, or I know they won't do well, Buddhism books, they just don't do well on the channel. So they just scooch over to Patreon. And then we have my fiction reading that next year I have a few that I would like to get through. I have a bunch of books that I'm I want to get through, and then I'm how am I gonna do that? My mom wants me to read all of the John Grisham books. That's a dense sort of a book to get through, and I don't care. Her and my grandpa loved those, and I'm just bored. It doesn't have dragons. It's boring. It's lawyers. Ugh. Except Christmas with the Cranks. That one, Saving Christmas, I think is what the book's called. That's good. But otherwise, meh. And then Nancy Drew. And then I want to read through all of the Goosebumps books, Olive Arlstein. And yeah, there's a lot of books I want to read. So anyways, that's a lot of rambling. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for your support. And until next time, bless be.